Welcome to Lifelong Little Ones. I'm your host, Ebony Anuforo. I'm an attorney, professor, entrepreneur, wife, and proud mom of 5 little ones. As a woman who wears many hats, I know firsthand how balancing life and business can have its challenges. I created this podcast as a platform where I can share tips and inspire moms to find balance in life, law, and business while raising little ones and raising their bottom line. Welcome back to another episode of Life, Law, and Little Ones. I am your host, Ebony Anufaro. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so glad that you're here with me listening to the podcast. And I just want to thank you for all those that are listening for still following along. I know that I have been on a little hiatus for some time, and that's because I've been really, working on some personal things and things regarding family and business. So I didn't really have the opportunity to come on here and record as I would have liked and as I would have hoped. And, things happen. It's been a very crazy year for all of us. But I'm still very, very grateful that you have joined me today and you're committed to, supporting the podcast. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Anyway, on this episode, I want to talk to you all about something that, kind of like it's sort of like a testimony that I want to share with you all because many people have been asking me, both in my personal life and online through social media, my social media friends, how have you been able to run your business successfully while working from home? And, some of you know that I'm also homeschooling my kids, and I have 5 kids. Yes, 5 kids. So, I just want to kind of talk to you a little bit about how I've been able to do that. And I'm very grateful to be able to say that my business has been doing well this year, despite all that has been going on. And not that it's perfect or easy, but I just want to share some of the tips of some of the things that I've been kind of doing to be able to make this happen. So, number one, not only have I been able to run my business, I have been able to scale my business during this pandemic. And I did so with 5 of my kids at home, homeschooling. And the truth of the matter is that there's no secret to success. We hear this all the time. Everyone's like, oh, the secret to success is this, or the secret to success is that. And I've even used that myself. But you know what? I thought about it. There really is no secret to success. We all know the recipe. We all know what we need to do. It's with us at all times. We just have to put in the work. That's it. There's no cutting it dry. You have to get out there and do the work required. And that's simply it. I believe if you show up every day and you're consistent, you're going to see results. You're going to reap the benefits of the work that you've done. Now, is it going to happen overnight? No, because there is no true overnight success, right? Not in real life. We see people and things go viral on social media all the time, but in real life, there is no overnight success, right? We don't know the work that successful entrepreneur or business person put in to get to where they are, where we're now seeing all the wonderful success that they're enjoying. There's a lot of work that was put into it by that person. So I think it's important for us to really think about that and understand that if we're going to achieve success in our businesses, in our lives, we have to put in the work that's required. So I just want to share with you 7 things that I did this year, to realize and to achieve the goals that I set out for myself, despite there being a global pandemic. And my business is nowhere near as close to where I want it to be, my ultimate goal. But I'm very, very grateful for where it has come. And I can honestly tell you that I have seen significant growth in my business and also in myself and realizing my potential. So the first thing that I did was learn from the best and the leaders in my industry. So it's very important that people understand that you're going to have to do the research to learn how to do business in your particular industry. And you can do this by researching successful people in your industry, people who have done it and who have done it well. What are they doing? What steps are they taking to be successful? You don't have to recreate the wheel. It's already done for you. Why do that? If you see someone that is very successful and they have created a format or a blueprint on how to get to that way, to get to that success, why do you want to recreate it? Follow the same blueprint. So, whether that looks like getting a coach or a mentor in your particular industry or joining a mastermind, you need to do what you need to do so that you can learn high level skills that's going to help you to grow your business. And that's actually what I did. So I learned from a particular woman who's a very successful attorney, an immigration attorney, and she teaches a blueprint on how to be successful in your business for as a lawyer, as an attorney. And she teaches a lot of women how to do the same thing. And most of her students have gone on to see success in their businesses, including myself. So I really believe that you should take the time to learn from the best in the industry. Another thing that I did this year was I got my mind right. Yes, I've been talking about this all year. Mindset is everything. We know that this has been a tough year for most of us, for all of us, with coronavirus and all of the unjust, and racial discrimination and everything that's just kind of been going on in our world this year. And I'm just naming a few things. Many people have lost loved ones and family members. It's been a tough year. And I think that most of us came into this year expecting it to be a new decade. We're going to see, we had goals and aspirations. And okay, that was kind of like halted with everything that ended up transpiring. But you know what? I made the decision that I was going to guard my mind and I was going to take control of my mindset, because if you stay in a place of despair, you're going to start to manifest that in your life. So I decided to get my mind right and think positive and use affirmations as a way to encourage myself to know that I'm capable and I'm able to do the things that I'm doing. I really believe in positive affirmations because it helps you when the Bible says, and I'm not trying to get all preachy, but so a man think it, so is he. And I believe that as you think positive and you believe positive things, you will start to internalize that and it'll start to show outwardly in the work that you do and the fruit that you produce. So that is what I did. And I definitely saw a change and a shift in my abilities, and I saw a change and a shift in my business, in my personal life. And I think that that is, if not number one, I didn't list it as number one here, but it is probably the most important thing that you should do if you want to see improvements in your life and in your business. Number three, raise your prices and your fees. So, this is very important because I know for a fact that many women, business owners and entrepreneurs are undercharging for their services. Statistically, I don't have the numbers, don't ask me, but I read it somewhere. I've heard it many times. I was also undercharging for my services. And I realized that I needed to stop that because I needed to understand and realize the value that I was offering to my clients. And I need to be compensated for that value that I'm offering, and a lot of times, it's about realizing and knowing your worth and understanding that value that you're bringing to your clients, and it'll make a difference. A lot of people probably are afraid to raise their fees because they believe that, oh, if I raise my fees, I'm going to lose clients. People will not hire me. And I thought the same thing. I had the same mindset. And I will tell you from my experience just this year from raising my fees, and I've raised them twice already, is that clients are not really so much concerned about the money. They're more concerned about the value that you're going to give them, okay? Like what you can do for them. Can you get it done? Can you provide them the results that they need? Can you solve their problem? Can you give them the answers and solutions to their problem? That's what they're concerned about. So I don't think that you should cut your fees or undercharge because you feel like you're going to attract more clients. That doesn't work. You're going to attract more clients if you convey to your clients that you're going to be able to solve their problem. So that's the third thing that I did. And in doing that, I definitely saw an increase, and I was able to scale my business a lot more, obviously, because I increased my fees. Number 4, say no. I had to learn to do this. I had to learn to say no to things that were distracting to me. And I don't necessarily mean only saying no to other people, right? Saying no to myself. Like, no, you don't need to watch that program, that television program, right? You don't need to do that right now. You need to be focusing on creating content that's valuable to your clients, that's valuable to your audience. I had to say no to doing things around the house. You know, as moms, we have a lot of responsibilities in the house as well. But sometimes I had to say, no, you know what? That's not going to happen right now because I am focused and I have tunnel vision right now and I'm working on my business, and that's going to have to be put on hold. And that might mean saying no to your partner, to your spouse, to your kids. But I just needed to learn how to say no because I found that I was putting everybody else's stuff ahead of my own, and I was not getting anything done. And you're not going to be a successful businesswoman if you're not working and getting things done and being productive. So with that comes you having to set boundaries and say no, just point blank. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so the next thing I did, number 5, show up every day and put in that work. Yes. Let me tell you something. The people that you see that are thriving and being more successful, they're successful, they're showing up every day. They're online, posting content. They are doing videos. They are connecting with their clients via live. And I'm not saying that I'm at that point, right? I'm not saying that I'm there every day, all day, right? But I'm saying that I definitely stepped it up in terms of showing up more, whether I was doing more videos or connecting more online, talking to clients on Facebook, you know, definitely being more present and showing up consistently. And I definitely see an increase because now people know this is what you do, right? People are aware that you're available, you know, in this space. So it's very, very important for you to show up and show up every day. We live in a world where everything's fast paced. You know, everyone's just kind of swiping, swiping, swiping. So people can forget about you. So you need to be consistent. You need to be out there. You need to be showing up every day and in people's faces. And I noticed that I started doing that more. Again, I'm not perfect. I have not met my goal in terms of where I need to be. So I know that there's still more work that needs to be done. But I practicing this as a step towards improving my business has definitely worked for me. So I wanted to share that with you all. Number 6, and this is very important. Stop worrying about the number of followers that you have and likes, and focus on providing content that offers value to your clients. Because in reality, the number of followers does not equate to the number of dollars in the bank. Can I get an amen? Let me tell you something. This is so true. I low key was always concerned in the back of my head, like, oh, I don't have a lot of followers. I won't be able to reach a lot of people. How am I going to get more clients? I don't have a large following online. And, I was consumed with, oh my gosh, likes, people are not seeing it, people are not liking. But you know what? That doesn't mean anything. First of all, with the algorithms online and on social media, most people are not seeing your stuff anyway, which is why you need to post more frequently. But the reality is you don't need to focus on the number of followers that you have. You want to focus on the right followers, having targeted followers, people who are going to find value in the content that you are providing, people who are going to find value in your message. That's most important. So guess what? If you have 1,000 followers, but those 1,000 people are interested in the service that you're providing, that's better than having 100,000 followers of people who are not going to convert to buyers or clients. So stop worrying about the number. Stop worrying about the number of likes. That doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you're not successful. It doesn't mean that you won't be successful. It doesn't mean that your business won't grow and you won't make money. I'm telling you, I don't have a lot of followers on any of my pages. My following is rather small and it's still growing, but it is small. But I can tell you, even with my small followers, I was able to see significant growth in my business. And a lot of that had to do with showing up every day, advertising, changing my mindset, and increasing my fees. But it has nothing to do with the number of followers that you have. And this goes into my last thing that I did to see growth in my business, and that is sales, 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 sales. I have never been a person who really likes sales. It's not my thing, really. So, you get into being an attorney and you don't think about having to have to do that, right? Like, I'm not selling anything. I'm an attorney. I'm a lawyer. I'm going to fix your legal issue. I'm going to come up with this great analysis to make fix whatever legal problem you have. But the reality is as a solo lawyer, as a entrepreneur, you have to sell. How are you going to get clients in the door? How are you going to convert clients or convert your consultations into signed contracts into clients? And it has a lot to do with selling. And I had to learn that. Again, I learned that from someone who's a leader in my space. And it has made a difference in my business. And I'm still doing that. And I'm still selling. I'm still learning how to sell. I'm advertising on Facebook and Instagram as well to kind of promote my services as well. And it's been making a difference. So, guys, I just wanted to get on here really quickly, briefly talk to you about what I've been working on and just share the few things that I did to see growth and scale in my business. I am still a work in progress, as many of you are. We are mothers, so we are balancing many things. We wear many hats. So we're still going to come to some of the issues that moms face, right? It's just our reality. But if I can say one out of the 7 things that I did that I think is very, very important is your mindset. If you do everything else and your mind isn't right and you don't believe in yourself, then everything else is not going to work, right? You're not going to see the results. So if there's one thing that you can do first is to get your mind right, believe that you can do it. Trust that you can do it. Tell yourself that you can do it. Know that you deserve it, that you deserve to be a businesswoman, that you deserve to make more money, that it's okay for you to make more money and want more money. Stop telling yourself lies that you can't do it and you're not going to be able to balance it all or that you should quit. Speak positive affirmations into your life daily, and then you begin to, again, internalize that and live that. You deserve it. You've worked so hard to get here, and you deserve to enjoy your dreams. You deserve to reap what you've sown. So I just wanted to get on here to encourage you all because I feel like someone needs to hear it. And yes, I'm happy to be back. I'm going to try to share more tips weekly with you all on how to improve your business. I also plan to do more episodes where I share some of the positive affirmations that I use to get my mindset right to be able to run my business and run my household as well. Okay, ladies, thank you so, so much for joining me on this episode. And I wish you guys much success and many blessings in your business and in your lives. Take care. Bye. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this week's episode and found value from the tips that I shared. If you know anybody else that would benefit from the tips that were discussed on today's episode, please feel free to share this episode with your friends and fellow mommies, anyone that would benefit from the things that I talked about on the show. And also for you ladies, I want you to remember that mindset is everything. Mindset is key, and that if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything that you set out to do. And as we are winding up the year 2020, I want us to all go into 2021 with positive vision for ourselves, knowing that whatever we put our minds to, we can do and we can get it done. And that we have the power to design the life that we want for ourselves. So until next week, I hope that you all enjoy yourselves. Remember that you are able, you're capable, and you're able to do anything it is that you put your mind to. And that being a mother is not a limitation to you becoming a successful businesswoman or a successful entrepreneur. We are powerful and we can do anything that we set out to do. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, stay blessed.